Okay. Okay, so now we're recording. So we're going to talk about our Gmail tools and our Google Drive tools and YouTube and customizing our channels. So if you come over here to the right-hand side of your Gmail window, you'll see the question mark. You'll see the little 9 little squares. I call that Command Central. And then next to that, you'll probably see your picture and Keller Williams. If you click on the 9 little squares, you're going to see a few things. You'll see Gmail, Google Drive, Docs, Sheets, Slides. So Docs is similar to like Microsoft Word. Sheets is similar to Microsoft Excel. Slides is similar to Microsoft PowerPoint. You'll see your calendar. You can have meetings. Google Plus is really kind of a non-issue, I'll be honest with you. Contacts, you can put contacts in there if you want to. And actually Google Drive by default, or excuse me, Gmail by default will put contacts in there for you based on the emails that you receive. And then there's a whole host of other things in here. Photos is a great place to drop your pictures if you don't have, if you're not using an iPhone, you're using Android. Google Photos is a great place to drop your stuff. iPhone, you can also do Google Photos, though most people do iCloud. Google Hangouts, Google Keep, I'll talk about that a little bit more. YouTube, you'll see up here as well. We do have access to Google Classroom, and what that means is you can basically create your own classroom. If you're going to give classes or you want to give classes, you can create your own Google Classroom. And Google Cloud Print, this allows you, if you have a Bluetooth printer, you can connect it to your Cloud Print and you can print from your Google Cloud. So some of these other ones I'm not going to get into at all. You can go and play around with them. Forms is one that I will talk about, but the rest of them you guys can go and mess around with. So Google Drive. This is our first stop. Google Drive is kind of like a Dropbox or any of those that you use. Cloud Print, any cloud storage device or storage option. So Google Drive, there's a very cool thing about Google Drive. First of all, you'll see the Google getting started with cloud if you wanted to go through that. But the very cool thing about Google Drive is this is where you're going to store all of your stuff. Anything that you create, you can actually put it into Google Drive. Similarly, when you have Google Drive and you create a document, you can share that document to anybody who has a Google account. You can also share it to people who do not, although you'll have some other little issues to work around there. Not a big deal, but there are a few little things that you'll have to work around there. So I'm going to just pull up this Friday emails. This is a template. The Friday emails that you used to get before we had to close the office, this is where they came from. So I had a template, and I would, as the week goes on, I would fill in my little template right here, and then I would copy it and paste it into the email client that we were using to send these out. But I have this, and if I wanted to, I can I can share this to anybody I want. So for example, I can share this with Gwen, for example. So here's Gwen, and I can put a note. Let's collaborate, blah, or whatever, and then send, right? And then she would get a notification, hey, Mimi has shared a document with you so that you can collaborate with her. So then what happens after that is, now that she has access to this document, she and I can look at this at the same time, and we can make edits to this document at the same time together. Hold just a second. Okay. Hi, Duke. Welcome in. Anyway, so now we can work on this together. We can collaborate together. We can work on these documents at the same time together. And we don't have to wait, right? I don't have to wait till she looks at my Word doc that I sent her, and with edit number, 1.75553, so that we can keep track. This just lets us work together at the same time and collaborate on this at the same time. So this is going to work the same on Google Sheets, on Google Slides, and Google Docs. So if you're familiar with using, any of the Microsoft Word products, you can definitely use them here in the same manner. Now, the Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides is not going to be as powerful and have as many options as the Microsoft Word suite, and that's okay. You're probably not going to use macros. You're probably not going to use, some of the things that some of the more robust features of any of these. So, so that's pretty much your word processing in a nutshell. Okay. Now, if you look over here on the left-hand side, you'll see new, priority, my drive, shared with me, recent, starred, and trash. Under new, you can create folders, right? So I can create a folder for, whatever my showings, and I can share that with the co-listing. If I'm doing a co-listing, I can share it with the other agent. If I'm working with a buyer's agent, I can share that folder with them too if I wanted. And in that folder, I can drop in, any of the documents that I want to share with the other agent instead of having to do it all through email. You can upload files and you can upload folders as well into your Google Drive. And then below that, you'll see an easy, quick access to Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides. And then you'll see more. My favorite thing about Google is these Google Forms. I can create a form. So for example, I have some forms here that I've already created. So I'm just going to open this one. So this is one that I think Angela and I did. And so you just create your form so people can fill it out and send in their information. So the easiest way to do that is you'll go to More and Google Forms. You can choose from blank forms or you can choose from a template. So I'm going to just do a blank. And I'm going to call this, oops, cafe, maybe. And I can give it a description. So this is a sample, okay? And now I can create my questions. Was this useful? So you have, Google is going to give you what they think is going to be the easiest way to answer, right? They're going to give you their suggestion, but you could do a multiple choice. You could do a checkbox or a drop down. So let's do multiple choice. And our option 1 is yes, and our option 2 is oops, no. And then we're going to do an other. And now from here, we can make this a required. So you can't move on until you answer this question or not. We can delete it if we didn't want it, or we can duplicate it if we wanted to. You can also make changes. You can remove any of your options that you added in. And if you're happy, then you can just hit the enter key. Oops. You can come over here to add question. And our next question is going to be, what will you use this for? And so again, we have a choice, right? So let me tell you the difference between short answer and paragraph. Short answer is literally just like first, last name, or something one sentence short. Paragraph will allow them to elaborate on whatever they have to say about this. So we're going to do a paragraph because I want to know what your response is. Cool. Next one. And you'll see that this little bar is moving next to you. So you can import questions. You can add a title and a description. You can put in images. You can add video. And you can add sections. So it's just super versatile. Before Command was really integrating open house stuff, this was a great way to use use forms for open houses to get people to sign in and give you feedback on the house. Command does it now, so it's, there may or may not be an option for you to use this, but I love it. So up here next to questions, you'll see responses. And what I love about this tool is that it will automatically create a spreadsheet with all of your responses. So the spreadsheet will have all the questions and all the responses on there for you, and then you can do whatever you want with that data. But you don't have to populate it from anywhere or grab it from anywhere. So that's Google Forms. Google automatically saves things for you, so you don't have to do file save for any of that. It's just there for you. You can add things to your priorities. So your quick access is going to be your priority stuff or your starred stuff. So find what you need faster. If I star things, then they're going to be in the starred folder. All right, if we come back to our Command Central over here, You'll see you can also access docs, sheets, and slides from a quick space. Your calendar. I love the Google Calendar. For anybody who's not using it, I highly recommend it. It's a really, really easy tool to use. Is anybody using Google Calendar? One. I can't see anybody else's face, so you'll have to speak up. Take your mic, unmute yourself, and you can speak up. Yeah, Google Calendar is an easy way to move things around. We talked about Google Forms. Let's talk about Google Keep. Google Keep is like a notepad, if you will, where you can literally keep things. So, for example, when we sign on new agents to our office, we have to go through the whole licensing thing. Here's my note, my Google Keep with all of our office information for our DORA applications, orientation, CTME contracts information, KW values things. So this is just a good place to store something. So up here you'll see take a note, and you can title it, right? And then you can take your note. You can add collaborators to your notes. You can change the colors of your notes. You can add images. You can archive them. And under more, you have, you can add labels, drawings, make copies of them, show checkboxes. You can copy it to Google Docs if this turns into like a big document type of thing. So there's a lot of ways that you can use Google Keep. So if I go in here to take a note, I can, I can also have it remind me of things. So I can set reminders, which is nice too. So this is really great for lists or, other, it's really good for any note, really, to be honest with you. And the nice thing, or one of the things that I like about it is I can keep my Google Notes or Google Keeps over here on the side of my Gmail. So I can have quick access to them.
Hey, Amy.
Yes.
Under notes, there's reminders, edit labels. So under that edit labels, can you, does that like merge your contact list? Like if you have everybody's address in there, would that merge all the labels in there for addresses?
Ooh, that's a really good question, Teresa. I don't believe it will.
Okay.
I don't think it's that kind of labels.
Oh,
no.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Great question, though. Any other questions about Google Keep?
I love Google Keep.
I do too. I use it quite a bit. Okay, cool. So let's move over to YouTube. So to get to your YouTube channel, you're going to click the Command Central and you're going to scroll down to YouTube. Everybody has a YouTube channel. Everybody. If you have anything that relates to Gmail, you have a YouTube channel.
So Amy,
yes.
Before we get too far in this, when I do that, it goes to my YouTube channel, the one I've had for years that has my kids swim on it and everything. How do I get to that? What I see here with you?
Okay, so up here in the right-hand corner, you'll see account. If you click on that, you can switch account or you can sign out. All right, so Gwen, let me ask you this. When you're going to your YouTube channel, are you going from your KW email or are you going from your whatever email you were using when you set up this account?
I did go from my KW email, and that's why I thought that it would go that way, and because that's what happens with calendar. I have had my calendar set up under my personal Gmail for years and years and years, and now, so I smushed them. But if I go through KW, my KW suite to calendar, I don't get the smushed version, so I have to use my personal one to get the smush version. I don't know why, and it doesn't really matter because I know the workaround. So I thought it would work this way, but I see when I go to that account, it is coming through my personal Gmail. What the heck?
Yeah. Yeah, so just go to switch account or sign out and then try going through your KW email again and see if it opens up your YouTube. Okay, so this is our KW channel for our office. And because it's the last account that I signed into, it's the account that's going to open when I click on YouTube. So I don't know if that helps you, Gwen, but it's going to default to the last account that you accessed via YouTube. So you'll see your dashboard, videos, playlists. You're not going to use analytics, and you're probably not going to use subtitles. You're not going to monetize your channel quite yet. You do have those options there. So let's look at our dashboard. No, that's not. All the, one moment, please. Okay, here we go. So you go to your channel, and you're going to see your banner. And if you haven't created one, that's okay. We're going to go into designs in just a couple of minutes to create this. But you can customize this this banner up here, and then the little circle down here is your profile picture, and you can put whatever you want there. So our YouTube channel is good. Your YouTube channel, any YouTube channel, is going to default to whatever the name of the Gmail account is, and it's also going to default to any images that you have saved in your profile. So that's why ours says front desk, because it was created from the front desk 89 email address.
Amy, can you
Yep.
go over that last part on your channel? And you're in customized channel?
Right now, I'm just on your channel. So when you come up here to the right-hand side and you click where your account is, and you look and you click on your channel, that's where I am right now.
Your channel. Okay, that's where I'm at, but it doesn't have like any images in there? Like it doesn't have, okay.
Yeah, and that's fine because you're gonna, I mean, if you see the little camera up here on the right-hand side when I hover over this image, I can, huh?
Uh-oh, hang on. On the
I
right
can
hand
upload
side?
my own picture. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, you'll click there and your channel art. This will open and you can upload a picture to it.
Customize.
So you're just in your channel.
Right. But
You're
mine
not
has,
customizing anything yet. Huh?
I don't have a little camera. I just have a little video, like a video camera.
So you're probably in YouTube Studio. That's not where you want to be.
That's what I have too. I have a video, looks like a movie camera.
Yeah, I'm in my channel, and I'm not in YouTube Studio because it says customized channel or YouTube Studio. So I'm just like in the
So if you go up here to where up on the right hand side where mine says KWLT in the red bubble, and I click on that, and you click on your channel, that's where I am. Is that where you are?
That's where I'm at. I'm in Keller Williams on my channel. It has, yeah, but it's just got the video camera, and I guess Gwen's does too. It says create a video or a post.
Let me see. Let me click on YouTube Studio and see if that is what looks familiar to you. I can't hear you, Gwen, if you're talking to us.
Oh, yeah, I am. My mouth is moving.
Your
Nothing
mouth
else.
was moving.
I know. So what I was seeing was actually to the left of your red dot. On the right-hand side, your red dot, to the left, and then you've got the 9, and then that little movie camera is where I was looking.
This?
But but mine doesn't say create by it. But anyway, but then that red dot, you're pulling down and you're seeing what? Show me that again, because our pictures are over it.
How do you move that picture from being over that?
You can drag it.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a way to click it and it'll go to the top, but I don't remember. I just drag it around.
I do too. So right here. So if I click it and then I go to your channel.
Let's start over.
Are we there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
But see, yours has a little video up there.
Right here?
Yeah.
It says create video or post. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And right below it, it says Keller Williams Real Estate LLC.
No, I don't have that.
Well, no, you're not going to have one that has that, but you're going to have, this is where your channel art goes. What do you have there?
It says, I'm sorry, did you ask me or Gwen?
You.
It says upload a video to get started. I don't have any artwork. Oh, okay, so then.
Yeah, you should have a space where you can upload channel artwork.
It says add channel art.
There you go. Yep. So in order to create that, we are going to go into command. and we're going to create our YouTube channel art.
Where'd you go
So
for that?
I'm in Command and Designs.
In Designs, okay.
Yep. And Social. So Designs doesn't have anything for YouTube yet. So this is where it gets fun. We're going to go to My Designs.
Where'd you go? All I have is I'm in My Design templates. Where'd you go for that to get to My Designs?
So I clicked
Clicked on
the plus button,
Designs.
and then Social,
Okay.
and then it says Templates, and next to it, it says My Designs.
And mine doesn't have that.
Yeah, it should.
Okay, if I remember correctly, once you start a template, then it will throw into designs. And until then, I don't think it shows you that because it would be kind of empty. But I'm not positive about that. It's just one of those random things that I never had that issue again because I had some templates.
Interesting, because this is where you would start from scratch or import a PDF file. So it's interesting. Okay, so Teresa, you'll probably just need to
Okay, I just had a hit on that plus sign down there. Now it's showing templates in My Design. So I'm
okay. So go to My Designs, and you're going to start from blank. And it's going to ask you what size you want. And for YouTube, you need a custom size because we don't have any custom sizes in, we don't have any YouTube channel art in Designs yet. So your width is going to be 2560. And your height is going to be 1440. And it's in pixels. You don't want to change that. And then you're going to click on Create. And it's going to bring up a blank template. And now, to create something quickly, I'm going to click on Images, and then I'm going to click on Company. I'm going to click on House Types, because I want something just kind of nondescript and regular, okay? I don't want anything that's, for my channel art, I don't want anything that's very, very specific. So I'm going to click on this house. And in order to make it the background, I'm going to click on the little squares up at the top above the image where it says, if I hover over it, use as background. So I'm going to click on that. And now it made it the size that I need to fill the space.
Cool.
I didn't have to go in and resize it. All I had to do was click on background. Now, I am going to go to frames. And I'm going to click on the round. It's an image placeholder. And I'm going to come to my library and I'm going to grab my picture and drag it in there. This one I'm going to resize smaller because I don't need it to be that big. And I'm going to drag it to wherever I want it on the picture. Okay. And then I'm going to click away from it. And then I'm going to come to shapes. And I'm going to grab a shape. Maybe I want to do, I'm going to just do the square with rounded sides.
Where are you
drag
at
it
this?
down
How'd you
to
get back to the
my
shape?
picture. I'm going to make it smaller.
Amy?
And I have the option to change the color. So I'm going to come up here to the top again, where it says fill color. I'm going to click on it, and it's going to show me all the colors that are already in the template. So it's going to grab all of these colors and put them in here for me so I can select one of those. Or I can come down here and choose a color. So I'm going to go with yellow. And then I'm going to come over here to the right-hand side, or excuse me, left-hand side, and select text and add. I'm going to do a little bit of body text. Click on that. Drag it to my yellow square. Highlight it. Oops. Oh. Put my info. And I want to make this bigger. There we go. Okay. Oops. And then I'm going to put my phone number, whatever it is, right? Or whatever you want to put on there. You can come to logos. You can grab our office logo. Right? We're going to just pop that in here. Doesn't have to be huge. Just has to say Keller Williams. So you can pop it wherever you want. Okay. And there you have a quick channel design for your YouTube channel. So all you need to do is give it a name and then download it. Oh, and you want to download it in PNG, okay? Because PNG is a much clearer, higher resolution image, so it's going to look much nicer. So you're going to just use designs as you would use it for anything else. You're just using custom sizes, but everything else that Designs does it right in here, and just like what you're used to. So, and there you have it. You have some channel art for you. You have the ability, as with everything else, if you have a picture that you want to use, you are welcome to grab it and pull it in here. Just upload it like you would upload anything else into Designs. You have filters, so you can change the filters in the look of your channel art. If you wanted to do kind of a different look, you have all of these things are still available to you. if I wanted to do grayscale, which happens to be one of my favorites. I always like things that are in grayscale. Then my picture and my information stands out a little bit better too. So kind of up to you what kind of look you want for your pictures. And you can do one and put it up on your YouTube channel and see if you like it. If you don't like it, take it down and make a new one. It's or change it or update it or whatever you want to do. So that's YouTube. That's your YouTube channel art. Going back to YouTube, if you have videos, you can go into the YouTube studio. You can upload videos, which is what I've done with all of our office videos. I've just uploaded them. Or if you go through and do what they call live video, or no, if you want to do live videos, you have to go through their validation process of trying to remember, I can't think of what it's called. I think it's in settings. Anyway, there's a way that you can validate your channel, where they send you like that little code and you put it in, and it's just their way of making sure that what you're doing, that you are a legit person and that you know what you're doing and you're going to abide by all of the rules. Then you'll have this option to go live on YouTube. So if you wanted to do a virtual open house and stream it to your YouTube channel, you could do that. So there's a lot of different options. I would encourage you to go through and look at, just type in the search bar real estate and you can see what other people are doing in real estate. There's some really good channels out there, and I'm sorry I don't have them listed for you today, but there's some really great stuff out there. So definitely take advantage of it if it's something you want to use. And at the same time, if you don't, you don't, and it's not a big deal. You don't have to have a presence on every single channel that's available to you, because you'll drive yourself crazy and you won't do any of them well. So my recommendation is pick one and do it well, and teach your people where to find you. So if it's going to be Facebook, then cool, Facebook. If it's going to be YouTube, then cool, it's going to be YouTube. But pick one and do it well. Teach your people where to find you. So that's what I have for today. Are there any questions?
Amy, can you hear me?
Questions going once?
Amy, can you hear me?
Going twice? Okay. Well, guys, if nobody has anything else, I am going to let you guys go. And no, I cannot hear you, Teresa. Teresa has a question, but we cannot hear her. You've probably, I don't know what you did. I don't know if you've muted yourself or what.
Amy, can you hear me?
I can't hear Glenn either.
Okay, because I can hear Teresa.
I can hear
Okay.
you, Gwen.
I can't hear either of you, which is really odd. Hold, please. Huh. I can't hear either one of you.
Do you have us muted on your end?
I am not. I'm not muted or unmute. Teresa, can you put your question in the chat? That's very weird because I could hear you guys just fine a few minutes ago, and now all of a sudden I can't hear anything. So you got a little lost on the channel art. So I'm recording this and I'm going to upload it to YouTube in just a little bit. Probably the easiest thing to do is go back and just watch the recording, Teresa. Yeah, so I'll upload this onto YouTube and probably in the next hour or so. All right, guys, I will let you go. Have a great rest of the day, and bye, Gwen. See you guys later. And you can email me if you have any other questions after you watch the video. All righty.